Hey there, I am Chris Palmer, and in today's video, what I'd like to share with you is a fast way that you can start doing tiered link building utilizing Money Robot. Now, I want to go ahead and say first and foremost, I'm not sponsored by Money Robot. I'm not recommending it. I've just been running some tests, and I found one thing to be quite difficult, and I was hoping that maybe I could lend some help to you. Now, let's go ahead and walk through exactly what I'm talking about. You see, when you're utilizing Money Robot, all right, in order to get the backlinks to work properly, in order to get a good tiered link building, you have to utilize anchor text. You see, built inside of the tool, it only allows you to add up to 5 links. So in order to do tiered link building and get a whole bunch of tiered links onto a page, you have to do it manually. And now this is where the problem lies, because it's quite difficult. You have to create the code over and over and over again in order to add it into the body content, so that you can do tiered link building to say 2,000 or your entire backlink profile, much like I'm about to do here. So as you can see here, these are all links that I had to create manually. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you right now, is how do you create these links quickly utilizing Sheets? Because it was a pain in the butt, and I want to share it with you so you don't have to go through the same struggle that I had to. So if you don't want to use 5 and you want to do tiered link building and you want to do it fast, this is how you do it. All right. So what we're going to do here is you have to come in when you're inside a Money Robot. What you're going to do is you're going to click on New Task. You're going to click your Web 2.0 properties. Once inside of your Web 2.0 properties, there are 266 to choose from. Now, what you want to do is you want to have your article title and your tags, but if you click this button here, you can spin the title, you can spin the URL, and of course you can put in a spun title as well. All right, so as you can see, title, the actual URL, and then the tags. And now how do I get all of the links that I want to tiered link build to inside of the body content? Well, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the formula so you can start doing this quickly and easily. Now, what you have to do is go over here to Google Sheets, and let's say that you have an entire list of websites. All right, so let's just say, for instance, all right, let me just take one of these. So what I'll do is I'll just click on Edit Task, make this big. All right, so let me just grab one of these quick so we can go ahead and duplicate it, and I'll do it for you very quickly. So here's what you have to do. All right, so what you need to do is you're going to open up your Google Sheets. All right, and say you want to do tiered link building to, I don't know, let's say you want to do tiered link building to, I don't know, 500 different URLs. So what you'll have is this. So you need to make sure that you have the ahref tag in column A. Okay, so that's done like this. You're going to have the link, okay, that's this, in the column B. All right, so you'll have that in column B like this. And then the last one is with Money Robot, you have to use an anchor text or the link will not show up and it will not post. You have to use an anchor text, but the tool limits you to only 5, which is absurd. I want to maximize the amount of outbound links on the page. I want to get as much power as possible. So what you have to do then is you're going to take this code, all right, and that's going to be in column C, all right. Now, here's where the issue lies, all right? So here's what we'll do. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this row. So here's where the problem lies. So you have one column, which is this piece of the code, hrefs. You have the actual URL that you want to actually have the link to. And then you have the back end of the code, all right, which is going to be, you know, the brackets with the anchor text, all right? And you could use whatever anchor text you want, all right? So for this one, I'm just going to put Chris Palmer SEO. All right, say that's what we're going to utilize. Now, how do I, because remember, we have this, okay? So what you're going to do is, let's say that you had 500 links. So let's just bring this down. I'm going to do 20 just to make an example. So you have 20 here, you have this you need to repeat. So you'll grab this, you'll bring it down. And then again, you're going to have this ending section, and you're going to take this and bring it down. So now we're able to make 20, 100, 1,000, 100,000, as many as you want. But again, we still have the same problem. We have 3 separate rows. How do we combine them? Okay, so here's what you need to do. You come up here to the very top, all right? And what you want to do is you want to go inside of this row E here, and you're going to type in equals CON. All right, it's this one right here, concatenate. So you're going to write concatenate, and then you need to write in the very beginning one. So just start in A1. So you're going to write A1, okay, comma, and then you're going to put quote, space, quote, comma, B1. Okay. And then when you write B1, what you want to do is you want to do a comma, quote, space, quote, comma. All right. And then you're going to do C1. All right. So C1, make sure it's in caps, comma, and then end it off just like that. All right. So this is going to be the formula, and I'll leave this stuff in the section below, or I'll make a download for you to make it really easy. But what this is going to do, my mistake. So you have comma C1, comma, quote, space, quote, and then you want to end it like this. All right, so now what we have is we're able to take this entire thing here, and now it has combined it. See how it's combined it all into one? See this? Now, if you want to do it for every single one of your links, what you do is you grab this and you pull this down. All right, so now I'm able to make these codes for Money Robot, these href, these HTML href tags, and I can put them into Money Robot. But there's still one more issue that I had to overcome, and this is why I'm making the video, so you do not have to go through this struggle. Here is the next problem. As you can see, is I can see that this has been combined together, right? Remember, there's 3 separate codes here, and now it's been combined inside of the E column here, right? And it makes a perfect link, but when I come up here, I can't copy it. Why? Because it's a function. So what do I have to do here? Well, let me show you. What you do is you highlight all of the links that you've created, all of the different functions. You copy all of them, all right? Then you go to the next column over. You highlight the same amount and you right click, and what you want to do is go to paste special, values only. And now what you have is you have completed URLs that can now be added. All right, now we can take this, all right, right click, copy. Now you can add all of your URLs. Okay, so you go to edit, you open up your Money Robot, and now I have an article that when I go and I preview, it actually shows all of the anchor texts and the URLs. All right, because you can't just do, because here, I'll show you. Here, this is what was driving me crazy, is if you take away the anchor text and you just do a regular URL, right, like this, you take away the anchor text and say you just have this, all right, copy, because this is what any normal person would do. And then let's say there's 20 of them, just like we just did, right? So you have your normal anchor text. This should work, right? This should work. It's complete. It's been created, right? This should work. But when you go to preview, it doesn't, right? And then I was like, okay, maybe it's because I don't have I was like, all right, maybe it's this thing. See, if I take this one out, this first one, I was like, okay, well, maybe it's this is causing me problems. All right, so here, we'll just do a quick preview. And again, still nothing. So you have to utilize anchor text. This is how you create it quickly and easily and fast. This is the equation, all right? I have gone through this. It drove me crazy. It took me probably a half hour to figure all this out, and I want to go ahead and share this with you so you do not have to go through this struggle when you're mass creating backlinks with Money Robot or you're doing tiered link building. I hope this helps you out. I hope this speeds up things. Again, here's what the equation looks like. All right, so equals, concatenate, quote A1 comma, bracket A1 comma, quote, space, quote, comma, B1 comma, quote, space, comma, or quote, right? You see it. I don't need to go through it. My name's Chris Palmer. I just hope that this helps you. I'm telling you, this was driving me crazy. This is how you can mass produce these HTML href tags for tiered link building for Money Robot. It saved me a lot of time. I hope it saves you time. Many blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.